Hello and welcome to this exciting edition of Digivation Network, and I am Bayero Agabi. Digivation starts to promote the digital economy across Africa, but today we also be looking at eNigeria 2018, which focuses on growing the digital economy and the use of disruptive technologies. But first, we will take you through the issues and development that made news in the past 1 week.
The Center for Cyber Awareness and Development, organizers of the Nigerian Mobile Economy Summit, has applauded The Guardian with a special recognition awards as the best use of mobile technology for media. The CECAD team, well received by the chairperson of The Guardian, Lady Maiden Alex Ibro, and their top executives, had a great time of conversation at the Rotham House in Lagos. President of CECAD, Bayero Agabi, who gave insight on the objectives of the organization, emphasized that businesses have all gone online and the Nigerian press is no exception. While presenting the award, he said that The Guardian has been able to leverage emerging mobile technologies to replicate and enhance its credibility in the online space.
The Center for Cyber Awareness is a center where is actually dedicated to promoting cyber responsibility. Cyber responsibility has come to be a major issue even at the global scene on how people use the internet. Access is not much of a problem anymore, but how we use it. Every business has become, has moved up to the space, whether it's fashion, food, as we're here now we can order for food, whether it is even the media itself. So it's beginning to also affect sometimes what we call extreme professionalism even in the media. That today we see seasoned media professionals try to push to say the media still has ethics, rules and guidelines that guide how we publish all these kind of stories that we should write.
Responding to the CECAD team, the publisher of The Guardian, Mrs. Maiden Alex Ibro, thanked the digital team for their efforts and hoped they continue to maintain the first position as well as meeting the media relevance.
I must thank the digital team. We actually knew this was where the world was moving into. We thank you very, very, very much. We are quite appreciative and we hope we continue to stay in that position.
Other members present at the award presentation also shared their views.
What we're really talking about now is a platform. Okay, a platform can accommodate pipelines of all kinds of new businesses integrated. Because as you said, in the cyberspace out there, everything is up in that area. So news gathering in itself, the digital side of things can actually assist the news gathering from data, because we can see, yes, everything that's been written, that's translated into digital from the print perspective, we can now see online the kind of articles that have been read, the numbers of people that are reading those articles, what sections they're interested in. Because if we're trying to sustain print for the long term, for the new generation who might not be newspaper readers, by translating that content, what they believe news is to be, or what areas of interest make sense to their demographic and generation, we can slowly start filtering that to a new generation in the print version, so that they can complement each other.
Talked about this complementarity, how we can even use the digital to drive the print, use the print to drive the digital. So we are not in two different worlds. We should do the same together. And then we all agree that what we are running now is not just a newspaper company, but a media company. Not just a news company, but a media company. And our colleagues all rose to the occasion once this video posted. So they are quite responsive and they are quite nimble-footed on the digital platform.
The Guardian has therefore partnered with CECAD for upcoming events to promote cyber responsibilities and IT development in Nigeria.
Fake news is not a term many people were used to a few years ago, But now it is seen as one of the greatest threats to law and order, democracy, free speech, global peace, and regulation of social media.
What is fake news? How can we combat fake news? How can we create a better cyberspace even as we make progress?
The government, the private sector, and the media is concerned about the rise of sensational, dishonest, fabricated, and false media content, otherwise called fake news.
One of the biggest threats today to democracy, to security, and even the complete existence of any nation is fake news. People say fake news is not new, and it's probably as old as the printing press itself. That may be correct. But today, with the advent of the social media, fake news today travels at the most faster speed. All you need to do today, get the attention of the world, is to have a telephone and access to the internet and make up a story, and within minutes it will go viral.
The funny thing is that it's not new. Lies and gossips and smears have always been there since the beginning of mankind. But in that sense, it is not new. It's just been moved faster by technology. However, accepting it is not what we should do.
Since the internet and digital technology has given people the power to generate media content and project it to the world from their devices without needing any news gatekeeper, as it were, experts suggest a new kind of self-regulation.
Who are the current media outlets today? And in their own analogy, it is anybody that has up to 5,000 followers in the social media platform.
Always ask hard questions. Why is this person sharing this? What do they stand to gain? Is there a hidden agenda? The responsibility here does not end with the ladies and gentlemen of the media, but with every single one of us. In this day and age, we are all publishers. We share and broadcast content.
Why is it that, especially in our society today, why is it that people deliberately misrepresent facts in their blogs, on their websites? I can tell you that they want to make money. There is good money in fake news.
Some bloggers in Nigeria are also working on addressing the issue of fake news.
None of our members can put out any fake news. When anybody does that, we monitor our sites. We have like mechanisms of taking care of such. So from our members, we can now reach out to people who are not our members. Fake news is fake news that is disseminated as we speak right now can actually make us not be able to get home because it can incite riots.
You try to have an empty page or miss a timeline and put something that you didn't know to be false. That is not the same thing as where you've been deceived by a source or where you're sure of what you've gotten, it turned out to be wrong. That's a different issue entirely.
While there is disagreement as to what makes a news fake, social media has given the trend a boost in Nigeria. The bloggers here agree that fake news has serious implications for society, and self-regulation is one way to mitigate its effect. Professionalism in engineering practice in this tech-driven age remains the major concern for the engineers.
Our infrastructure deficit is so low that it's huge that we need professionals to drive it. So if the engineers are not giving jobs, because engineering is not really about construction is the design and the concept of providing the infrastructure. And that's why today people ask, why don't we maintain? Why don't we do this? If the Nigerians and the local people are not the major stakeholders, we will continue to have problem of maintenance.
Many times I meet with civil engineers. Why what we have. People, I think they just commissioned a road, which I know engineer developed, they constructed, handed over to the administrative man who is the governor. Governor affirmed the commissioning of the road. Not really. The road on its own become a trough when the rain falls. It becomes a trough. And when the reason they give me is that when they put drainage on it in their proposal, in their drawing, they cost too much. If they cannot do 20 kilometers, let them do that with drainage.
While software development remains central to the development of startups in Africa, here in Nigeria, hardware still plays a critical role in the digital economy. And today, I'm in one of the biggest computer hardware market on the continent of Africa. It is called Computer Village. Millions of naira exchange hands here on a daily basis, but the opportunities here are not equally shared by all.
Being a buyer, there are so many loopholes that most buyers face. One, we have the street urchins. These are roadside sellers that induce buyers to buy IT devices like laptop, accessories, phones, and other gadgets. They woo them with the simplest prices. Then at the end of the day, you find out that most of these items they sell are either fake or they connive with the security agencies, particularly men of the police force, to swindle buyers out of their hard-earned money.
These markets have been dull. Even people that they can't hit, how would they repair their phones? So you understand? Even you can see even our mouth self don't long. You dey call people. You want repair phone? Some people go just lavish you, Mr. Man, go away, Joe. I never is I will call repair phone. So it's the situation of the country. So now so we dey see here and there.
Computer Village has been here for over 20 years. The market emerged by itself.
Hamed Ojukutu is the leader of the marketers.
We have taken, Computer Village from the informal sector to the semi-formal sector, to even to the formal sector, because you can see that Computer Village can stand in the league of associations, professional associations in Nigeria. That is number one. Number two, we have built, international networks and partnership with Sarah, with a lot of international organizations that has came. That's like SERI. SERI is the association of e-waste management in America. They have across 70 countries. We have partnership with NCC. We have relationship with almost all the government agencies, from the local to the state to the federal, and likewise so many other international organizations. But what we're saying is that under our leadership, we have been able to make people understand that is not just Obuluso container, just buying and selling that will make the money in the next world. It's about equipping yourself with knowledge, with technology knowledge. So people in Computer Village have begun to see that okay, you need to really acquire more knowledge to be in tandem with the changes of what the business requires.
But Chris, who sells phones and laptops, disagrees.
People are not coming to buy goods any longer. You only see people buy phone, even the phone too. If not for China, a lot of people wouldn't have been able to afford to buy phone today. China has really done enough for Nigeria. Yes, they've reduced the price of phone. You understand? So I don't think the government is doing enough.
Although top government officials did visit the market in recent times, the situation shows little sign of improving.
There are concrete steps to make ICT an important pillar of the economy and consequently also transform Computer Village into an ICT to telecoms regional hub.
Entertainment is a marketing tool in Computer Village.
How much is it?
What we need? What of the one for poor people like us?
If we are objective, how many number of people are trading in Computer Village today? How many people are making profit? What are the new ways of doing business? What are the trainings that we need to get? How would, Lagos be the hardware capital of IT solutions in Africa? If these are the focus, there won't be any issue. And where we need government to come in, the government will come in, will support the business people, and the market will grow. When the market grows, Lagos grows. When Lagos grows, Nigeria grows. When Nigeria grows, Africa grows.
The real opportunity for this market is in the growing digital economy in Nigeria and West Africa. As the digital economy sweeps through the continent, it is bringing new opportunities to the market because hardwares like phones and laptops will continue to be in demand and the market will continue to expand.
Africa's only 2 times UNESCO awards. Over a decade and a half experience. Bayero Agabi has traversed Africa's landscape like no other broadcast journalist. Don't miss him at this time on Digivation Network, Africa's leading lifestyle and innovation show on television.
This is the world's largest underwater restaurant. And the view down below is breathtaking. You can dine around coral creatures and hundreds of marine life. The view is absolutely fantastic, and the experience is out of this world. What you know about transportation is fast changing, thanks to innovations from around the world. With these innovations, even the physically challenged have no challenge using them.
A very good thank you to Ugochi Emmanuel on Digigist. And now to our issue of the week, which is the big one. That is eNigeria 2018. eNigeria 2018 focuses on growing the digital economy using disruptive technologies.
Information technology is the way to go as far as this century is concerned, and the federal government has set up plans to ensure that Nigeria takes the lead on the continent of Africa. Stakeholders from the federal, state and local governments were present, as well as private sector bigwigs from within and outside Nigeria. Here are the major highlights of the event.
That developed a strategic roadmap from 2017 to 2020. This strategic roadmap with some actionable plans of attaining the objectives. This roadmap 7 pillars. Number 1 is IT regulation. Number 2 is capacity building. Number 3 is cybersecurity. Number 4 is digital job creation. Then number 5 is digital inclusion. Number 6 is local content promotion and development. Number 7 is government digital services promotion and development. These are the 7 pillars of the document we have produced in an attempt to transform our country to a digital economy.
The key focus areas for eNigeria 2018 were digital infrastructure, sustainable urbanization, digital inclusion, cyber physical space, digital government services, and digital job creation.
Is double the number of base transceiver stations that we have at the moment. We need 87 base transceiver stations. And we need 120,000 kilometers of fiber infrastructure in this country. So we are nowhere near the minimum that is needed to ensure ubiquitous and pervasive services of the type that we're talking about here. That will ensure digital transformation in the financial sector, in the health sector, in the educational sector, in the transportation sector, and other key service sectors of the economy, including transformation of governance. The country was divided into 7 zones for the purpose of deployment of broadband infrastructure. And I would like to list out the zones for you. Lagos is a zone on its own, perhaps because of the commercial and strategic importance of Lagos. And then the other 6 remaining zones are those zones that we are familiar with, the same geopolitical zones: southwest, southeast, and south-south in the southern part of the country, and northwest, northeast, and north-central in the northern part of the country.
The full-blown economic recovery plan, whereby we mention the digital economy that needs to be driven by digital skilled workforce, and also digital payments, internet, and also driving on that is the digital identity. And recently, last September 12, the President approved that we work as an ecosystem. Ecosystem approach means that we should collaborate with all other government agencies and private sector that capture the data of the citizens and residents in the country. And by doing that, then NIPSI will retreat to become a regulatory agency to regulate the identity sector.
We must use, as a nation, as a society, our women power and our youth power to support our manpower. Speaking or staying on the issue of youth, we must leverage, not fear, our youth. Indeed, who is going to defend the digital Nigeria? It is going to be the Nigerian hackers, not foreigners. The solutions are here in Nigeria. They are not in the USA, Israel, or Malaysia. As a society, we must focus on developing solutions and not simply buying solutions. As the former oil minister of Saudi Arabia, Sheikh Zaki Amani, once said, the Stone Age is not finished because of lack of oil. And the oil age, as we are all witnessing, will finish even though there will be oil.
The major goal, therefore, of eNigeria 2018 is accelerating the development and access of digital products and services to millions of Nigerian citizens, ultimately creating Africa's largest single digital market by 2020.
Well, that is the show for the week. If you have any comment or suggestions, please send them to bayeragabi@gmail.com, or better still, you can just text the number on your screen. Until then, I remain yours sincerely, Bayeru Agabi. Peace.